redesign, my redesigns, but later. But okay, so I wanted like get rid of the Guardian, just completely get rid of that. I I kind of also want to base the identity concealing part of the miraculous on omniscient reader. If you've read far enough, you'd know that you'd know how they see the faces, how people see Kim Boksha's face in omniscient reader is blurred. So they can't see his face properly, and I'm thinking that's how I want it to work. Like in my AU, the idea I have is that the miraculous guardian died, and the miraculous scattered themselves upon his death. And since he died, the box that it was, the miraculous box, it got erased because it was no longer personalized to the guardian or something. Uh, that's an idea I have, and I want it so there's no expectation to hide your identity, and Marinette is completely open with her identity to Chat Noir, but Chat Noir chooses himself to not reveal his identity. Uh, like that's his choice to make. You know, that's like what I have in mind. But see, I want it so they find the miraculous, like on my Tumblr post with my original redesign of Ladybug that I made before I decided to start writing. I was more or less just drawing a pretty ladybug. So at that point, I hadn't decided that I wanted to be high school, so the outfit is kind of not really appropriate for a high schooler. Kind of more like fan servicey because I like pretty girls, you know. But like, yeah, that was. So in my original Tumblr post, I did mention that my idea for how she found it was she found it at a pawn shop. She found the miraculous box at a pawn shop. So I'm going to change it to she just found it in a box that is not related to the miraculous box. She just found the earrings and was like, oh, these are pretty. I'm gonna get them. And they're simple black dot earrings. Uh, they would they would be sold pretty cheap. So that's something I have in mind. Just a really cheap one, like really cheap earrings. I don't know, gotta check my audio. Okay, okay. Just fixing my audio so I can actually hear myself. Okay, so like, I have it like written down that I do not like the idea of a guardian. It just, I don't like the idea of Marinette just giving the miraculous out to all her classmates all willy nilly. It's just, okay. It's just, I don't like it. It really just doesn't fit well with me that she gives her classmates the miraculous, like without regard to their safety. Because literally, it's kind of a big deal that like it'd be kind of a big deal if Hawkmoth finds out that they're all from the same class. Oh, isn't that a coincidence? They're all being from, like, okay, let's see. That's not the design, but that's not the design I'm using. It's not this design particularly, but it is a design by the same creator. Okay, so, and then I'm gonna clip it, watercolor. Okay, so as I was saying, oh yeah, and for Chat Noir, I also want him to just stumble upon the ring. Like, I don't want it to be given to them because, it's kind of weird enlisting child soldiers. Like, that is a conscious decision to recruit children, to recruit middle schoolers. That is a very conscious decision on Master Fu's end. Right? Very weird conscious decision he made. I don't like that idea, so, getting rid of that idea of it. So, really, it's just gonna be them finding the jewelry, and it's only gonna be a small handful, or maybe I might just I might just make it to like only 5. Let's see. Okay, so new. Okay, so I would need a ladybug, cat, ladybug, cat, uh, bee. I need queen bee. Queen bee is like such great potential. Uh, fuck Zoe. She's a wasp, not a bee. Uh, the moth would be essential, as well as peacock. I don't know how to spell it, so peacock. So the ladybug, cat, moth, and peacock. So those are essential, and then maybe fox, bee, and snake. I mean, I like the idea of Nino being a turtle, but I feel like that's just too many. So these are the ones that are essential, and then the rest are just gonna be the optional, like the maybes. So these are the maybe. Uh, must have and maybes. Okay. Okay. So I had this idea when I was originally making it my designs when I was originally very obsessed with them a few months back. Uh, so I like the idea that they get their miraculous, they find their miraculous somewhere, sometime in middle school. Marinette and Chat Noir, they find their miraculous sometime during middle school. And up and when they initially find out uh, their abilities, of course they take advantage of them. Chat Noir, he's going to be very rebellious and leave the very luxury mansion at night because fuck Gabriel. Ah, there's a gap. So I like the idea of him just going fuck you to his dad and just I like the idea of him, basically going fuck you, dad, and leaving the house at night as Chat Noir because I think he does that in canon. I haven't watched much of anything in many years since I mainly watched what was posted on YouTube many years ago. I am not that big of a fan when it comes to actually going to streaming services. I am big hater of streaming services. I am very pirate. So I haven't watched much of the newer seasons. I mainly watched reviews. At most, I've seen entire episodes on YouTube, like Oblivio. That's the favorite episode of me. Like, that's my favorite episode because I haven't seen the best episode, Chat Blanc. I haven't seen that one because I refuse to get a streaming service. You know, I'm going off topic, but I'm just basically I'm not very knowledgeable on actual lore, actual canon because I refuse to watch it properly. So so basically I had the idea that when Marinette finally, after a few weeks of having Tiki, uh, tries out the transformation, like tries out her abilities. I'm still keeping the idea that after a few minutes they detransform. That is nice, but I'm thinking that up until Hawkmoth started attacking, Marinette and Adrien have never detransformed because they've never had any reason. Well, they've only detransformed like 2 times because they haven't had any reason to use their miraculous powers. Uh, and I'm thinking, uh, in the early days when Marinette was testing out her abilities, she accidentally, trespassed on private property, and as a normal middle schooler would do, panicked and fled. So now she's kind of like wanted by the police, so that she can get like sued or something. Not sued, fined for trespassing. They're trying to find her for trespassing, because she done goofed when she was testing out her abilities first for like the first few times after having Tiki for a few weeks. Uh, like that's the idea. But eventually she finds out that it's actually really fun to, you know, climb rooftops and do dangerous stuff. Parkour is fun, actually, she decides. She's still gonna be like a fashion designer. She's just gonna get better with her clumsiness with all this frequent activity. And all this frequent activity will actually help her motor skills of balancing, uh, in her civilian life, because all that dangerous stuff she be doing actually helps with her clumsiness. Yeah, that's the idea. I just don't like the idea that she's clumsy out of suit, out of costume, but suddenly she gets the magical ability of perfect balance when she has the costume on. And I have the idea that one time, uh, one time like, she ran into Alia, and just blurts out a "Hey, Alia," because I don't really remember when they were when they how long they've been friends for. So I'm just gonna say they've been friends since middle school, and it carries on into high school. So I think basically the same amount of time as in canon, but there is no Hawkmoth akumatizations up until high school. So basically they've been friends since middle school, and she slowly gets better with her clumsiness throughout middle school. And eventually, one day, she runs into Ollie Wall in costume. And since she's never really run into someone she knows in costume, Tiki forgot to mention to her that, you know, they can't really see her face properly. Um, so she's just like, "Oh, hey, Alia!" And this would make Alia realize that it's Marinette. I don't really know how the greeting would go, but it would make Alia realize that it's Marinette, and she'd be like, "Girl, for a moment I didn't even recognize you," and then compliment Marinette on the craftsmanship of her costume. Like, a good supportive friend would do, not like supporting her stalking. Oh yeah, and Marinette is not going to be a stalker because she's not going to be a stalker, and Chat Noir, he's going to be like crushing on Marinette because he started crushing on he started crushing on Ladybug, and then when Ladybug felt comfortable enough being friends with him, she just told him who she was because, if you look at my original chat redesign, you'd realize he does have more catty elements to his design. Oh yeah, I had this idea that the more animalistic traits the user of the miraculous takes on, the more they lose themselves to the miraculous, and the more their soul fuses with it. And eventually, they'll stop being able to detransform, and they'll be stuck inside the miraculous. That is the idea. That is the idea. I really like the idea. I honestly, some of my finest work. Ah, critical problem right here. Okay, then gouache, just gonna... Okay. Okay, so... And since Alia and Nino, since Alia knows about Marinette, and oh yeah, so basically Adrien starts crushing on Marinette after she reveals to Chat Noir who she is, but he doesn't want to tell her he's Adrien for personal reasons. I haven't decided that yet. Since this takes place, since them getting the miraculous first, well, finding it, it takes place during middle school. And the akumatizations, they take place during high school. So, Adrien's mother has been dead for, long time by then. Because I know in canon, they're kind of inconsistent with how long ago, Emily died. Like, that's how long ago Emily died. That is kind of inconsistent from where Adrien barely remembers her to a couple of months ago. He is too composed for his mother to have died a couple months ago. So I'm pretty sure it's when he was young. So now he's really, really he's moved on enough, uh, but but remembering her still makes him sad. So this will just add to make Gabriel more sympathetic, because Gabriel will never be shown as like, I will take over the world, and then immediately contradict it with, I am doing this because my wife died, like they do in the show. Because they wanted they basically did what Wish did, wanting classic Disney villain, but also sympathetic villain. And those don't really mesh well, because you can't really have a classic sympathetic Disney villain with those types. No, no. You can't really have classic sympathetic Disney villain like that. It just doesn't really work out. Okay, I keep getting sidetracked. Roman 25. Oh, he said he'd cure your ills, but he didn't and he never will. Oh. Okay, so this is there. Ah. I'm noticing a space that should be empty. Let me just... Okay. So, since Miraculous, they kind of ruined Hawkmoth by making him both a classic Disney villain evil, and also later trying to retract that for a sympathetic villain. Uh, a big mistake on their end. Uh, so I'm just going to make him sympathetic from the start. You know what you should do. What King Magnifico and Hawkmoth fucked up. No, that's disrespectful to Hawkmoth to compare him to King Magnifico. But yeah, that's kind of it. I know this was supposed to be me talking about my ideas. Oh, right. So, Alia finds out that Marinette is being a little troublesome little trickster, and she's like, "Oh, this seems fun. Let me in." And and so they do. And like, or something, I don't know. I know I want Marinette to kind of recruit them into her uh make like into her uh be a menace to the police. I know I want that. I am I mainly want it because I read a lot of My Hero Academia fan fiction, or I did last year, and that was one of my favorite tropes. My favorite tropey things they did with Deku is make him an absolute, make him like the little shit. You know, be a menace to the police. Uh, all those vigilante AUs that were basically the same thing, but I ate up. Yeah, that's what I like. So I'm just putting what I like on Miraculous Ladybug and acting like it's fine. I basically just want uh, I basically really just want it to be Marinette being a little shit, and dragging her friends into the mess. Like they don't know anything about the magic. Uh, Alia Alia might find the fox later, but it's not going to be given to her. So really, it'll be their choice if they want to join in, and not Marinette's choice to drag them along. And I'm thinking maybe Chloe finds the hair clip and like the hair comb. Chloe finds the hair comb, and she becomes a villain with the miraculous. So there is no akumatizing that needs to be done because she wants to be a little shit herself. But she goes through a redemption arc, and she goes through a redemption arc when she realizes how bad Hawkmoth is. Oh yeah, I also had the idea that maybe Gabriel is in Hawkmoth. You know, crazy idea, right? So, uh, after I'm done with this, I'm gonna open up my file for the miraculous Ladybug redesign I have. I've been procrastinating on it a little because drawing the base with symmetry tool is kind of annoying. I draw a lot of bases. I draw a lot of bodies without a symmetry tool, you know, on paper. So trying to do the same method I do for symmetry uh, with no symmetry tool is kind of weird. It is very, very weird. It feels weird. Just does not, it just does not feel good uh, drawing like that. So, uh, yeah, I just realized I was drawing with my pencil the wrong way. With the pen the wrong way. Well, the right way, but I'm trying to draw with the eraser end of the pen because this pen is very worn. It is almost dead, so I'm trying to draw with the eraser more. I'm rambling again, but that's fine. This is just a ramble stream. Just a mess of thoughts. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna like I'm gonna grab my little notebook with the shit real quick. Okay, let's see. The Kwami's look more like their animal counterpart. They don't hold very strong morals as their view on law is like a wet spaghetti noodle. Ah yes, this is very perfect, very very important. I need to write this a second time, but with with the text tool because 250. Okay. Hi, Moss the Gay. Okay, it's spaghetti noodle. Uh, uh,
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Doing good. Okay, let's see. Mari slowly gets better control of motor movement and improves her clumsy nature while playing Ladybug. She is she's a vigilante. Yes. She's got she got into she got into a tricky situation when she first when first trying out her powers with Tiki's encouragement getting into police chase for trespassing. Okay. Master Fu doesn't exist. There is no guardian. He is dead. The miraculous are scattered. The wielders stumble upon them. Ah, yes, perfect. That is some. Okay. Okay, so that works. That checks out. Okay, let's see. What else do I have? The more animalistic traits the holder takes on, bond they the stronger they bond to the Kwami. However, the stronger the bond, the more the miraculous refuses to let the wielder de-transform. Unable to take off the suit, slowly driven into insanity with prolonged exposure to the magic. Eventually, the wielder dies from magic or has to be killed to see to set them free, but instead their soul gets trapped in the miraculous. If they don't escape fast enough, they're stuck, so they have to escape. Oh yeah, that's because I wanted to use the song Labyrinth, so they were escaping a mental labyrinth. So I have a like my design of Tiki. She's like, you know, like this, but and then just gonna. Hi, I'm just talking about my AU and also drawing. I was mainly coloring a picture different and unrelated to the AU. Uh, but hi, this is just so I don't forget anything because I forgot what I wanted for chat when I stopped making his redesign because I got lazy and didn't finish it. I never posted his unfinished. I never posted his unfinished design to Tumblr. I gotta do that. Uh, I'm gonna try find hmm, portfolio. Okay, okay. Okay, so this is my unfinished chat noir that I didn't post to Tumblr. So you can see he's become very chatty, very catty. Uh, and these are the designs I had for Ladybug and Cat Noir. Uh, this one was before I decided on high school. Before I decided on the high school part. These two were middle school. I designed these after I decided this would take place in high school. So mainly it's just Marinette brings her friends into the vigilante life, the fun parkour life, the break law parkour life. Yeah, she kind of drags them into it by accident, by just stumbling upon them while transformed, and they just think it's a costume she made, and they're like, we want costumes like that as well. So they get costumes like that as well. Uh, Ones that she actually did make, and she does really good job at hiding their identities with just the masks and costumes. So they don't question how she's why they barely recognize her at first, which is like kind of the point or something. I'm gonna redesign her because like I'm kind of unhappy with her design at this point because it's not very ladybuggy. So I'm just like I'm just thinking of how it'll be like because I'm going to redesign her mask to something uh like this. Like I sketched out her mask redesign. It'll be like this. She'll have to be more ladybuggy. So this is for her updated high school AU. Like I don't mind keeping the classic ladybug mask, but I understand that the classic ladybug mask is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and my mine was more like 1, 2, like this to to form the eyebrows and to extra the design. I'm I'm designing her to be more like an actual ladybug, so that's kind of the point for those changes. getting her. Close that. Home account mine. And then down to my, yes, this post. I guess I posted it twice. Huh, I accidentally posted it twice. But like, I wanted to give Tiki like the actual wing part of a ladybug in, instead of just the elytra, but I didn't like it. It doesn't look good, so it's just gonna be the elytra, but she still looks more like a ladybug. Also, cute little fingers. Okay, so like, I'm currently fixing my redesign of Tiki, but it's not really that big of a change. Okay, so something went wrong here. Ah, one moment. Hello, hello. This body is too big for my sweet little Tiki. Too big. I don't want it to be big. I want it to be small and chibi. Okay, so now that I'm just gonna. So just so you know, they do have little tiny fingers. They do. Just gonna. You know. This one isn't. This AU I have isn't very fleshed out, but because I don't really watch Miraculous, I just used to. I don't watch any of the newer shit because I don't want to be met with utter disappointment. I'm already disappointed enough hearing about how much of a failure it is, how much of a disappointment it is. I'm already disappointed enough as is. I don't want to waste my time on a disappointment. So I'm not gonna watch. I'm not gonna watch the newer seasons of Miraculous, uh, because there's no point when I've already heard how terrible it is. I might watch the movie, like the theatrical rewrite, where they actually reveal their identities. It's not like haha, you thought, like like my favorite episode of Oblivio, where it's literally them being amnesiacs and remembering and like finding out they're quote unquote dating. That would be so much better. Like, I really don't like the ending of that episode. I would have preferred it if they like, you know, got their memories back, but didn't forget that they literally thought they were dating for like a good amount of time. Like, they even fucking kissed. I'm so upset. I'm so upset by that episode because they kissed, and then they forgot because the miraculous will fix everything. I don't like it. It's such a cheap cop out. Like, the miraculous writers have a way of just annoying the ever loving fuck out of their viewers with the love triangle. Just deform. And then resize to fix it. I know, but it's like the writers, they don't want us to get a happy ending. They don't want us to get a happy ending. So they literally just made them forget they just made them forget at the end of Oblivio. And it's super annoying because really they thought they were dating, they thought they were in love, they were in love, and then they kissed at the end of the episode. But no, the miraculous fixes everything. So obviously that means you don't remember shit. You don't remember the fact that you just kissed, that you found out each other's identities because of a cheap cop out. Uh, it is so bad. Like, it's my favorite episode because they like, I really want to write a fanfic where they don't forget where they don't forget each other's secret identities. Like, and it's really weird that Master Fu already knew that they would forget each other's secret identities uh, when she miraculous ladybugged it to fix it, because that would mean there's been a precedent before that if memory has been tampered with, the miraculous will just set the memory to before the memory altering event happens. But I'm pretty sure that's that's been contradicted in the past. I'm not gonna watch any episodes to find out because I will not. I refuse to pay. I refuse to pay to watch it. I just refuse to pay for that. Control A, Control C, Control layer, horizontal. But yeah, my rewrite's basically just Chat Noir chooses voluntarily to not tell his classmate Marinette that he is that like in my rewrite, since there is no guardian, uh like in there is no guardian, Hawkmoth will be a competent villain, not a Looney Tunes one. uh like, I want actual conflict, you know. uh Layer, reverse horizontal. Okay, so like, you know, MLB. Okay, like that. Since, yeah, that one thing that annoys me is just the writers are so incompetent. Like, I feel like I could do their job better than them, but like a big problem with the writers is that because Thomas Ashstruck loves Marinette so much, they gotta bend over backwards to make Marinette in the right. They gotta make Marinette in the right always, even when she's objectively in the wrong, or they gotta make make up a reason why the other person is in the wrong when they're totally valid, i.e. Kuroneko. So fucking awful episode, and I'm not even gonna spend my time actually watching it because I know it's gonna be bad. Like, I don't want there to be a reason. I don't want it to be like expected that they don't. I don't want it to be expected that they just that they aren't allowed to tell each other. I want that to be the choice, like an active choice. So Marinette would just actively choose to tell Chat Noir who she is, and then because uh, because of that, Adrien realizes that Marinette, his classmate in middle school, is Ladybug, and he develops a crush on her, and thus doesn't want to tell her because because he's heard her tell him like about his about her crush on on her classmate Adrien, and he has a crush on her, and he is like super nervous, and he doesn't want to embarrass her with her realizing she's been spouting her about her crush to her crush the whole time. That would be super embarrassing, wouldn't you think? So yeah, I want it to be like his conscious choice, especially with how strict Gabe is. I want to play into that. It's like, hello RDXLotl. I'm just rambling about my rewrite, so I don't forget any of my ideas. But so far, it's been an actual mess trying to focus myself on actually talking about my rewrite and not about how much I hate the show. Hay alguien a la puerta. One moment, I'm gonna get the door.
¿Quién es?
Yo.
¿Qué pasó?
Es que me olvidé de quitarle la Claudia abajo.
My grandma locked herself out.
Pensé que la había jundeado para afuera. No chingue, vaya, tráigaselo.
Hi. Oh, trying to focus my thoughts on my rewrite isn't really helping me focus on my rewrite. It's like me trying to force myself to make my Narisumashi react, but I want to. But the more you focus on actually doing it, the less I want to do it. The more my brain wanders. It's fine. Oh, this is Cassian from this AU, this fanfic AU, by I'm just gonna no. It's by Soup Monchart. Soup. It's by. It's by this person with their AO3 with.
Nos vemos al rato.
Sí, está bien.
No me le echen llave abajo.
It's.
No le aseguro, pero le toca la ventana.
Okay, ya dejo
It's Cassian from this AU. Soup Monarch writes. Soup Monarch Art is their Tumblr, and Soup Monarch writes is their AO3, and that's the AU I'm writing. I'm drawing this AU. Okay. I almost lost the line art there. But yeah. I really recommend. Like look at my Kiki. See how she looks like an actual butterfly instead of how ugly she is in show? Open pictures.
Guess what it is?
Where is I started making. Where is it? I'm struggling to find like a moth to a flame, right? That's what I titled it, right? Chase art, like a moth to a flame. I'm struggling to find. I have uh uh I know I have it somewhere here, but where is it? Jazard Advanced System Care? No, not this. I'm sure I have it somewhere. No, cause where is it? I was starting one where it's like pictures. It's not here. Like a moth to a flame. I swear I had it. I had started it. Oh my god, this is so annoying. Recent cacti flower. Oh yeah.
You put the milk out, you don't put it back. It's the milk right there.
Ay, no trae nada. Yo no lo agarré.
Tú eres la única que agarró leche en la mañana. You, eh?
I grabbed it from the thin one, the pint. Not the gallon.
No me acordé. Okay, that one doesn't work. Yo miré que agarraste.
I'm so upset. I'm so upset.
I'm so tight.
I'm so upset. I had it. I started one. I normally do some girl.
I tell you because you and me wonder guys we get me.
Oh my god, I am so upset. I started an art file. I started a project file with my like a moth to a flame AU. It's just not there. My art file is just not there. This is so upsetting. I'm so mad. I am so upset. It is just not there. Okay, MLB is the show that me and my mother and brother watch. It's like a bonding thing we get into because my mother's on Watchbox, the Ladybug Paris superheroes thing. This is made for her. Yeah, I really enjoyed the beginning season. The most recent season big letdown. I know I started working on a base. The upsetting thing is, it apparently it doesn't save. Oh, I got an idea. Recover work. Maybe it'll show in recover work. Recover. Okay. Okay, so this is what I was working on. So I was like making, so I was making this space for her. So I'm just going to take this arm. I'm gonna have to switch out of this. Control delete. My desk is very cluttered right now. Okay. I just freed up some space on my side. So yeah, apparently Sai decided to crash and not save my thing or something, because I couldn't find this anywhere. I'm not gonna change Plag's design because I don't think it needs to be changed, because it's a black cat and there's not much you can mess up with a black cat, and his design is perfectly fine. I'm just going to get rid of this. Control A, Control C, flip V. Okay, there. So just this one has to be longer, and this one can be that length. See, look at me draw hands. It is so easy to draw hands. This has definitely not failed me ever at all, ever. Okay. With her first design, I'm just going to keep with the classic eye mask. A big problem with my original redesign is I didn't look at any ladybugs for reference, just what looked pretty. So the eyes are not ladybug like. So just gonna God. I'm so out of it. I haven't. It's like I haven't drawn anything in a long time. Oh my god, so annoying. Okay, with this ladybug redesign, with this middle schooler design, I have the idea that she has this backpack that is ladybug themed, and her lucky charm. Like, did you know that all Kwamis have two of the same letter right next to each other in their names? So if you want to make Kwami see, they have to. Oh, let's see. So T key flag Uh, Nuru? I think this is how you spell Nuru's name. Dusu. Dusu? Like this? Uh, pollen. The.
Erika, ¿quieres comer?
No.
Ok, gracias.
Uh, so this is ladybug, cat, peacock, uh, butterfly, and bee. Okay. I'm just going to snatch this bottom. Just going to. Okay. So I have this idea for this design. Is that she has this backpack that is shaped like a ladybug. And I have the idea that when she uses Lucky Charm, it's her taking something out of the backpack, and that the abilities change how they change on how they're used based on the design of the costume. So when she has so when she has a when she has this costume with a backpack, uh, the Lucky Charm the Lucky Charm works by pulling something out of the backpack. And depending on the design of the costume, it changes how it is activated. I'm just gonna go to my Tumblr page and copy. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Ladybug, redesign Ladybug. Copy image.
Damn it.
Paste. Of course, this is my Ladybug that I designed from before when I decided it would be high school, so she's kind of not really appropriate for high school dress, but so for this one, her yo-yo, it works by taking it off this, so she grabs it and then she pulls it down, and then it can be used as a yo-yo. So that's basically how I'm doing it. So based on the design, oh, hi Artie, welcome back. Damn, that's a lot of unnecessary letters. A lot of unnecessary letters. Like, a big focus of my design is just making it something a middle schooler would wear instead of skin tight spandex. You know? Like, because it's supposed to be something that reflects the user, like, reflects something about the user. And I don't think skin tight spandex is very reflective of what Marinette wants and stuff. It also is very weird because she is canonically in middle school, right? Uh, long, uh, long man. Okay. I am like so bad with my controls today. My shortcuts, they're just not not doing it today. I am mixing up my shortcuts. This is really annoying. Sorry if you hear that, my dad is cooking. So yeah, basically what I want in my rewrite is for them to not be forcefully, I don't want them to be forced into the child soldier life, you know. Marinette is like 13. She can barely handle it. And then like I really want it to be more of their decision. I want to give them more autonomy. Uh, uh, mm, I can't spoon feed you through the screen. That's not how it works. Unfortunately. I wish you could try. I find it absolutely comical how much the fandom hates the show. No one hates us more than we hate ourselves. Wait. Huh. The randomness is it's not reflected. Why is it not reflected? Weird. But anyways. I really want this to be more backstory. Like this would be like the first episode spent on backstory before the actual show takes where it takes place in, you know, high school and not middle school, because I literally still cannot get over the fact that they are like 13. And apparently the show takes place over the course of 9 months, which is literally impossible. I really hate the fact that they decided to be like, oh, it's only been 9 months. Because it makes no sense. There's been 2 Hero Day episodes, so it has to have been at least a year. Like, so it's like, if a holiday can pass twice, then it's been a bit. If Valentine's Day is before Christmas, then it's been a bit, right? And it just makes no sense. The show just doesn't care about timeline. It doesn't care about the time until later on when they realize they kind of fucked up and don't have a timeline, and so they gotta retcon it to be like, oh, it was always 9 months. What are you talking about? Yeah, it's like, it's kind of dumb. They dug themselves into a corner and decided to just make it a few months when it's literally impossible to have been 9 months. That's why my old MLB Kwame are named Echo, Volts, Heka, and Spider One. I got a perfect name for a spider. Army. Get it? Arm. That'd be funny. Like, I really do want these fashion choices to reflect their age and things middle schoolers would find fashionable, or well, would, because apparently middle schoolers these days want to be adults as fast as possible, which is sad. Eh. I have the perfect joke for someone who is like for someone who is a BTS like who is BTS Army that also enlisted in the army. Too bad it doesn't apply to my sister though, because she's a Marine. Like, guess they took being army too literally. Very funny, you know. But my sister is not army; she is Marine, which is a shame. It is a shame. Hello, gamer. I'm just discussing my AU because I am bored and forgetful and don't want to forget a second time. Oh yeah, I just realized I spent so much time talking about Marinette and the Kwamis. I didn't really talk about Adrian because I kind of didn't finish writing about Adrian because I kind of didn't finish drawing Chat Noir, and so I I'm not the type of guy who uh, writes a lot of stuff down. I kind of just draw it and then I write as I post it. And since I didn't post it because I didn't finish my Chat Noir redesign, I didn't write my ideas, and then I stopped thinking about it because I got kind of burnt out because I drew a lot of the redesign art in 2 days. Uh, and so I got burnt out and I didn't finish it, so I didn't post it, and since I didn't post it, I didn't write down my ideas, which is kind of a shame. Control A. Control A, Control T. Okay, then. But yeah, like, I mainly just, I want to make them actually pretty and also give them stuff that actually looks like something a middle schooler would wear before skipping forward to when they're in high school to be in something a high schooler would probably wear for the outfits. And I don't think any high schooler would want skin tight spandex. Like, and Kuroneko just confirmed that you can change the appearance, and apparently they want to change Ladybug's appearance in later seasons, but only when she uses Lucky Charm, which is super dumb. Because why would you? And then I learned that not only was like, I already knew that they did CGI because they wanted to keep the pattern, the polka dot pattern on her, but it gave a lot of the animators motion sickness, so they switched to CGI. But apparently they had a bunch of designs before the one they landed on, where Marinette or Ladybug had more than just skin tight spandex with red polka dots on it. It was still skin tight spandex, but there was more variety to the spandex. There's more variety than just a couple polka dots everywhere. There was sections, there was arms, legs that were just black. There was variety. There was interest. But no, Thomas Ashbrook wanted to keep the ugly one, the ugliest design out of them all. And so we were forced to have 3D because he wanted to keep that one design for arbitrary reasons, because he couldn't compromise with a design that didn't give all their animators, that didn't get them violently ill. Like, what a shame. If only my animators weren't getting violently ill trying to animate this pattern to try to keep the spots consistent. It's not like there's plenty of animation techniques that animes use to keep patterns consistent, like just having a still PNG of a pattern. Like, it's not like that exists, just having a pattern chroma keyed underneath, you know? Damn. Like, it really upsets me that we could have had a pretty ladybug design that was more than just polka dots on red spandex. But Thomas Ashbrook was too attached to the polka dots on red spandex that we had to get rid of the pretty 2D style for the ugly 3D CGI. Like, it is really annoying to me. I'm just going to clip this. The fuck is this? Damn, this delay is annoying. Ah, you guys can see it too. What is this? What is that? No, cause like what is that? Let's see. Participants. Oh, it's just you, Artie. Thanks for sticking around. Huh. Yay! The participants only showed Artie. It only showed Artie. And why the fuck is this showing? Why the hell is the participants only showing Artie and now it doesn't even show Artie. It only showed Artie and fellow gamer. But before it only showed Artie. Man, YouTube is so broken. So annoying. Blame YouTube for that. It's being annoying. It's being annoying. YouTube telling me that there's only Artie watching. How rude. Yeah. Camouflage. Okay. And her miraculous necklace thing that turns into one of those headdress things. Okay. Okay, let me just. I need a color on this. Uh, no, I got like the idea for Chat Noir down. Uh, and I'm gonna redesign uh, my first Ladybug redesign. Uh, but should I don't know which idea I should go with because I'm just gonna read my Tumblr post real quick. Okay, so my idea. Okay, so let's see. Adrian, on his way to school, saw a box, opened it, and found a pretty ring, and just put it on because it was pretty. Uh, Gabe doesn't have a butterfly. Have the butterfly. Okay, so these are the options I have for Hawkmoth.
7.
Eh, Gabe doesn't have the butterfly yet, just a broken peacock, which he's frightened to use after what it did to his wife. So he's distant from Adrian for a while before becoming Hawkmoth. He finds himself the butterfly miraculous somehow and tests it out some before setting into motion his plans on bringing his wife back. After seeing some kid defeat his pawn with what appears to be powers of their own, wondering if that power could help bring back his wife somehow. Or alternatively, Gabe is not Hawkmoth, just a neglectful father after the passing of his wife, who learns of Hawkmoth and speaks with him and agrees to fund the man if when the miraculous are acquired, he uses them to bring back his wife. Moth agrees to this, though he never planned on following through with his end of the deal. Okay, so those are my ideas on Hawkmoth, and I I I I like it, but like I am indecisive. Even when I know that there is one clear answer that is better than the others, I just indecisive.
Chiquis,
Mande.
¿cuánto le quieres?
Bastante, ¿por qué?
Lo veo feo, güey. Mejor ni compres porque no va a ver si no quiere. Ahorita no quiere. Decía frijoles negros. Deli.
Yeah, because I like it too. I like it too. The thing is, then I'm gonna have to design my own Hawkmoth, and then I'm gonna make that guy an actual comically evil villain, because Gabe will just be a sympathetic villain that is a pawn and is destined to be betrayed. He is a sympathetic villain who is a pawn destined to be betrayed by the person he swore by the person who swore would help him with his, dead wife. I just realized since I want Emily to be dead for a long while, Gabe will have had her body for many years. Like he will just be in possession of her corpse for many years, being like being just in that layer That is weird to think about. I will not think about that. I will just not think about how weird it is. Yeah. Okay. Same page as me. Cool, cool. Okay, so then I'm just gonna block this. This. I also don't know much about Miraculous since I haven't watched more. I haven't watched any of the newer stuff since I already know how bad it is. I don't want to subject myself to it, right? Just like okay, so I'm just gonna revisit an idea I had earlier today. Uh, Chloe, she finds the Be Miraculous on her own. I don't really know how she gets it. I know that like there's an episode where it drops in front of her, assuming that's like a time when she's already Queen Bee, and like how everyone finds out about her being Queen Bee. Uh, and the so I'm just thinking she found the comb and was like, "This is very pretty," uh, and since it looks expensive, she's like, "It is expensive," and so she just wears it because expensive is status. Uh, I don't really know how to justify it more. Like, so I'm thinking she finds it during the time when she's still a bully before her redemption. So, like, the idea I had earlier today was like she becomes one of the first villains that isn't akumatized. So she is a villain with a miraculous, but then later gets redeemed when she realizes how shitty of a person Hawkmoth actually is, and that they're actually good or something. Because like at first she'd have like a negative opinion about the heroes until Ladybug saves her as Chloe. And then after that she gets a better opinion of the heroes and realizes she doesn't want to be a villain anymore because they're actually the good guys and stuff. Yeah, I like redeeming villains.
Okay, did you fed the cats?
Yes.
I'm just saying because they're like.
You wanna eat some?
They're like they're making a line around the door.
They wait for you.
I'm following your rule of only feed them once a day.
Yep.
That's true.
I fed them this morning.
Maverick too. guys. And then, yeah, frijoles.
Anyways,
Ahí está el guisado.
I like redeeming my villains.
Panes.
So that is a concept. So Killer Bee, which is going to be the temporary name I have for enclosed transparent area. Also our color pixel. Oh my god, why is this so iffy? Enclosed transparent area. Gap tolerance. Ah.
Ya tiene, pero usted tiene caldo. To one.
Te faltó tu cafecito para tu pan.
Pero de que me lo traigo todo, no dejo ni nada.
Okay. Irby reminded me that I need to do something.
Está quemado.
¿Eh?
Casi. Ya hay más sin. Mira, pues es medio que ¿no?
Ah. That's nice. That's a good. So in this AU where there is no wielder, so Marinette doesn't give out the miraculous. The miraculous owners just own their miraculous permanent wielders. Chloe will it will fall in front of her because I'm gonna do this like okay, so someone was stealing and doing a very bad thievery, and they drop some of their loot, and it lands in front of her. And it's not going to be in a box because the miraculous box doesn't exist because Master Fu is dead. So the box disappeared because he is dead. So she just sees the bee comb fall in front of her, and she thinks it's really pretty, and cleans it, dusts it off, and puts it on. And only then, after they put it on, and the Kwami decides that they like the person or something, they only after they put it on do the Kwamis appear. I don't remember how it is in the show, but I'm just gonna have it only after they put it on because there's going to be no box to open, so it's only gonna activate when they put on the jewelry.
Salud.
Otro cigarrito, güey.
Okay.
Pues a ver si tu consentimiento.
Okay. Okay, so what are the chances that I get caught watching this during class? Oh, have you not seen the bee comb? Like the bee miraculous, it's like a comb shape. Bee miraculous. Copy image. And then this isn't very secure, but
Yo porque andan de vacaciones porque no vi ni un cabrón.
Maybe.
¿No te metes los juegos?
Nope.
No, es Hollywood.
okay, so
Ya está la feria afuera de ahí del parqueadero.
so she wears it like that, basically.
No la mire, Diego.
No te fíjate.
No la mires.
Nunca hemos ido a esa feria.
Okay.
Ya casi 20
De hecho,
años.
no recuerdo que hayamos ido a la feria.
Nunca. 20 años casi aquí. Nunca hemos ido a la pinche feria juntos. Hay que llevar a esta niña a esa feria.
¿Verdad que sí?
A huevo. Tenemos que ir a huevo, le llevamos y nos acabamos. Ay, todavía no
Ah.
acaba esto, cabrón.
Oh, I forgot to tell you I was gonna go live, Lana. Oh, I forgot. Because it was just a spur of the moment decision to be like, I need to remember all these ideas so I don't forget, like I forgot my ideas for Chat Noir.
3 años, 2 años.
Uh,
Luego eso no cuenta.
don't mind this temporarily bald marionette. I need to color in.
Simón no sabe de pizza. Que nomás te pierdes no colorarle de pelo. Ya no lo hablo un solo con uno, nadie me ve. Ni él me ha hablado. Jay,
¿Qué?
hay tacos de huevo con chorizo. Digo, con huevo con tocino. Aprovecha y agarra un taco. Aquí hay tortilla. Prueba las delicias que hace este cocinero. Aprovecha. Yo siempre hago bueno.
Okay.
Ándale, porque
One moment, I'm gonna get food. I'm just doing a live stream.
yo sé que tú no quieres nada, pero a huevo te vas a ir aquí hay tortillas. Agarra las que quieras. 4, 5, 6, las que quieras, agarra. Tú por estar con tus amigos no ni tragas, cabrón.
Ah, sí, come. Aprovecha cuando mi mamá no está en la cocina.
Que también. No me estoy muriendo de hambre.
Okay, I just got food.
Yo entro en 15, 20
I just
minutos
got food.
tragando. Nomás. Hasta todo el día y nomás no acaban de hacer las cosas.
I'm gonna mute myself while I eat. Oh my god, Artie, we have so much in common. Oh my god, gamer, so much in common. Okay. $7.27? Damn.
Really?
Yeah, it's $7.27.
Doesn't look like 727. For reals?
It's $7.27. Damn. Damn, it is 7:27 p.m. It's, it's not even that late. But like, wow, this is so much better than before. It is not dark at 5. Wow, improvement. Right, symmetry. Because California. California knows how to party. California knows how to party. In the city knows how to party. California. Damn. Does Mexican emo so okay, so I'm making like a few changes to this design, but overall it's good. Uh, like the backpack will stay with this design. I mean, I could sing a bit. Uh, let's see. What song should I sing? Noel's Lament, karaoke. I'm just gonna. In my life, I was Noel Gruber who worked at Taco Bell in Uranium City, Saskatchewan. But in my dreams, I played a different role. I was Monique Chabot in post-war France. A hooker with a heart of black charcoal. I write bombs to burn by firelight. Drink champagne and guzzle gin. Good girls call me the town bicycle. Don't knock it till you've tried my life of sin. Oh, Claude, my pimp nose, never mess with me. Last prick to that faded quick to black. Oh, I've no idea where to find him, officers. But if you do, please mention that I'd like to have returned the pretty knife that I stuck 10 times in his back. For I sing songs until the break of dawn. I embrace a new man every night. My life's one never-ending carnival. A world of boozy, bluesy, flashing light. I want to be that fucked up girl. He said, I think I am in love with you. I've heard that lie a million times before. Oh, tonight I give in to the fantasy. Take love when you can, when you're a whore. For I sing songs until the break of dawn. I embrace a new man every night. My life's one never-ending carnival. A world of boozy, floozy, flashing light. I want to be that fucked up girl. So now I sell my love for opium in some rat-infested Chinese dive. At night I burn myself with cigarettes just to somehow prove I'm still alive. 8 months later, I catch typhoid flu. Kicked out, I see the ugly light of day. Dying in an alley, a priest kneels down to me. My child, do you have any final words to the Lord you'd like to say? We tell him that, like, I choose to burn out rather than fade away. For I sing songs until the break of dawn. I embrace a new man every night. My life's one never-ending carnival. A world of boozy, floozy, flashing light. For I sing songs until the break of dawn. I embrace a new man every night. My life's one never-ending carnival. A world of boozy, floozy, flashing light. I want to be that fucked up girl, me the fucked up broken heart, a flask of gin, tattoo with a safety pin, teeth all stained with nicotine, running nylon strategy, super crusty, holy terror, wild eyes and black mascara, broken heart, a flask of gin, tattoo with a safety pin, teeth all stained with nicotine, running nylon strategy, super crusty, holy terror, wild eyes and black mascara. I just want to. I be that fucked up girl. Hey. Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. Anyways. I just like having fun. Uh, my dad was telling me there was too much vibrato.
Hola. You make it sound like a scary song. Ooh.
I'm singing it how it was sung, and it doesn't sound scary like that, Dad.
Pues todo cantas de miedo, Ali.
No, it's a song about passion. Uh, but not as much as, but not as much as Talia. Or this song is awesome. I want to make like a Bungo Stray Dogs OC, and I do have an idea for one, but the thing is, like, it's just an idea on the conceptual level. I don't know how Aaron Hunter will work, and I don't know how Into the Wild will work. I don't know how that ability will work, and I don't know how Aaron Hunter will look, because I know I want to make Aaron Hunter a fake name and have them be like super secretive, and like Suzanne be like super important for Aaron Hunter's story, because I'm a Warrior Cats kid. I grew up on Warrior Cats, and if you're in the fandom, you know about Suzanne, right? And you know that Aaron Hunter is a collective of writers and not just one. So Aaron Hunter would be like a fake name, while the real name would be the name of the person who came up with uh, Warrior Cats. I forgot who it was. Okay, you know what? I decided I do not like this ladybug pattern on the sleeves. Making a Bungo Stray Dogs OC is actually harder than I would have thought, because I want it to be like something that would happen in canon, which means that I have to have it based off an author, right? Yeah, but like that that doesn't make it any more easy, because you still got to base it off an actual author, right? Like their work or the author itself, you still got to find an author that actually exists and base it off that. Like Lovecraft, you know, that Lovecraftian monster, Lovecraft, obviously. But like, Because it's still gotta be based on some. It still has to be on some level based on an author. And, like, it has to be based off someone who actually exists on some level. Which makes it really hard for designing OCs. Unless you, like, if you want it to be, like, feasible in canon. Right? Sasaki? Cause like I know Naomi, like I know Naomi is like a book, and not actually Tanizaki's like it's the name of a book, right? So like it doesn't have to be based on it, but like what I want is for Aaron Hunter to be like an actual human character who uses Aaron Hunter as a fake name, while their real name is like, you know, one moment. Who came up with warrior cats? Vicky Holmes. So Vicky Holmes will be Aaron Hunter's real name. Yep, Vicky Holmes will be Aaron Hunter's real name, and Sue Suzanne will be a character. But she said, I think I am in love with you. I've heard that lie a million times before. Oh, tonight I give in to the fantasy. Take love when you can, when you're a whore. Clipping layer, multiply. Oh, shade just really saturates it. Huh. Okay. Hmm. Okay, let's see. The other outfit I had. Okay. Okay. Are y'all still here? Yay, y'all are still here. Oh, wait. Okay, so Chloe finds B B.
llegué a Alcohólicos Anónimos y dice uno, es que soy alcohólico anónimo. Le grito muy desde atrás. Eras, güey, acá todos te conocemos, cabrón. Que una vez llegué a Alcohólicos Anónimos y dice uno, es que soy alcohólico anónimo. Le grito muy desde atrás. Eras, güey, acá todos te conocemos, cabrón.
Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see. Uh, 2A's for free Spotify. That has all the manga. Mm.
Ahí te va otro. Bueno, no son chistes, son anécdotas. Ahí te va otro. Bueno, no son chistes, son anécdotas.
Okay.
Esta vez, en los tiempos que decidí dejar la bebida, me dijeron, vete al grupo de doble A ahí en 24 horas y esa madre del tren, que se puede perder. Y pues llegué, ya habían iniciado el curso, ya había gente ahí sentada y todo. Llegué, entré, y pues nadie me peló, no, miré una silla atrás ahí, pues vacía. Me senté en la sillita vacía ahí. Y ya estuve viendo ahí, veía que pasaba la gente, hablaba y nada, pasó como media hora y a los 30 minutos no era nada. Viene caminando un sujeto con corbatita así. Llega y me pregunta directamente, joven, ¿vino solo? Y le dijo, no, güey, a mí dámelo con coca, güey, solo me hace daño, cabrón. Esta vez, en los tiempos que decidí dejar la bebida, me dijeron, vete al grupo de doble A ahí en 24 horas y esa madre del tren, que se puede perder.
All right. I just read chat and I just remembered I need to take my iron. I need to take my iron meds for my iron deficiency.
Cállate. Aprovecho. Luca, aguántale. No, gracias. Dame los cheques, no sean mamadas. No basta, estos hijos de la chica. Ya ahorita te contaron. Pero tú a lo mejor no, pues. No basta.
Ah, I got these in 7/18/2023. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. That just expired. I need to take my 2 daily puffs of inhaler. I just need to find my inhaler. Caps lock. Uh, iron. I think it's vitamin D. I need to take those. I used to have mine next to my bed until I got a refill and then I forgot. Ew, why did it turn it into an emoji? Oh, hi, Fairy. Oh. Oh. Sorry, baby. Rixie. I don't know how to say that. Hi, Suzanne. Mm.
Wi-Fi cercano de mis vecinos.
Oh my god, is that a cat in a box? Oh my god, I didn't know those emojis existed. YouTube emojis. A bread cult. Y'all are so silly. Y'all are so silly. Let's see. 3 hours?